10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. IGV's turn to ban. Turn to ban. Ten seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining. IGV's turn to ban.
Ladies and gentlemen, hello and welcome back again to the international group stages. We're here on Stream C, taking further look at this matchup, iG.V versus Fnatic. A very big matchup indeed for iG.V and Fnatic. I mean, if Fnatic want a chance of not getting knocked out in the group stages, they really need to pull something together here. I'm Lyrical, joined as well by the wonderful Ben Merlini. Woo, my man, how you doing?
What's up?
10 seconds remaining.
Because Fnatic, they need, I believe,
5 seconds remaining.
wait, double check this.
They need a lot.
I think if they don't win a game here, I think they're out. Yeah, pretty sure they're in that bad of a situation. Let me double check.
Okay. Yeah, of course, we're just coming fresh from the Cloud9 versus Execration series where they were able to split the series 1-1, and Cloud9 with their backs up against the wall were able to come in and finish it off to make sure that they still have a really good shot of moving on. We'll see if Fnatic can do the same.
Yeah, they need to end up with at least 3 wins to tie in.
iG.V's turn to pick.
But
Fnatic's turn
they need
to
to
pick.
let's put it that way. They play EG tomorrow.
That's rough.
So their chances aren't looking good there. So their best chance of picking up 2 wins are right here versus iG.Vitality. But iG.Vitality, they came off that super long victory. They had some time to rest, and I'm sure that they're feeling pretty good now that they
10 seconds iG.V's turn to ban.
Yeah, I mean, TNC did win their matches against I think it was Liquid, or no, it was against Infamous that they played, and that puts them in better contention, but they still have to play a couple of really tough opponents tomorrow. So if iG.Vitality are able to clean up house here, I think that they're put in a really good position to at least maybe be able to contest for tiebreakers.
5 seconds remaining.
But they need to close it out, and look who it is! Lich and Doom for iG.V against Kunkka and Ancient Apparition.
AA is actually pretty good for most Dooms take that plus Scorched Earth damage and heal talent. Sometimes he has like massive amounts of HP because they also get the
10 seconds remaining.
Ancient. So the percentage based shatter on the Ancient Apparition and the
5 seconds remaining.
Hugely important. I would say like versus
iG.V's turn to ban.
Yeah, and it's I mean, also just in general, like play style wise, there's little things that you can do. The increasing the magical damage. Granted, also Doom has trouble staying alive since he has low health. Also,
turn to ban.
As far as like a dual support combo goes, Kunkka Ancient Apparition is a little bit different. I'm wondering, like, because when Fnatic first came into this, they were playing like the everybody surround QO, and then he just goes in style, and then that proved not to be that effective. And now it feels like they're kind of switching things up remaining. A little bit.
iG.V's turn to pick.
That was when they started just ditching Ajit, though.
Right.
Single core is not going to work well versus you can't just rely on one. I was thinking like a Wisp strat, perhaps. We have seen it. Okay.
10 seconds remaining.
Maybe not the best move.
5 seconds
It's
remaining.
a little bit scary. I'm curious to see if iG.V decide to put the Doom on dogfights, or if we might be seeing an in July Doom, because I know that when we saw LGD.FY run it, they put it on Inflame, and he had a really good showing of it, and then they had like Afu on a Tusk and stuff, and it ended up working out pretty well.
I think ig.Vitality.
Fnatic's turn to pick.
Weaver.
Far more in the off lane. Weaver, I see Weaver picked a lot versus A. Doesn't care about the vortex, nor have mobility issues. Also, you can just go in the back and
10 seconds
very,
remaining.
very useful. And you can time lapse off the
5 seconds iG.V's turn to pick.
Faceless Void.
more Void.
Yeah, we're just running it back again. Faceless Void. This time, of course, going against the Doom and the Lich. But we showed just how strong it can be, and now you've got a lot of things to throw into that Chronosphere.
10
Not to mention the
seconds
Ice
remaining.
Vortex to increase the damage that's being dealt out by all those guys.
5 seconds
Feels
remaining.
like it could be quite a strong strat.
Could still do.
Seems like it could be cool. They did that well, and this was the amazing game that we saw earlier from them as well. Was when it was dogfights that ended up
Fnatic's
getting
turn
switched
to
into
pick.
position for.
Nope.
And it is going to be in July playing the Doom as well, unless we see something very strange happen. So we are waiting for a Cicada hero, unless it's Invoker last.
10
which also would be
seconds
weird, so I don't think
remaining.
it's
5 seconds remaining.
and also Spell Steal is pretty high tier as well.
iG.V's
Yeah, both
turn
actually
to
very
pick.
Lena. Because the normal way you catch a combo is X Torrent both. So you might need to switch it to do like X both. So much magic damage now. Wow. Lena, one of the better mids, I would say, to pair with Faces for longest range.
10 seconds remaining.
Techies and Snipe.
5 seconds
also,
remaining.
I mean, it has sort of fallen off a lot in terms of the pick rates. I feel like there's been a lot of times where it would have in the qualifiers been like a Lena every time that got taken, but instead now sometimes it's a Quap or maybe occasionally something like a... God, what was it earlier today where I thought it was going to be like the perfect Lena game, but they ended up going Death Prophet instead. I don't know. Do you think that there's been like sufficient nerfs to Lena where she's sort of been pulled back in her pick rate, or why do you think we've been seeing her less?
She got her laning phase got nerfed with that Dragon Slave. I think that hurt pretty badly. Because 4-1-1 was always the build.
Fnatic's
Now
turn
Maxi
to
Dragon
ban.
Slave doesn't give you. And also, we've just been seeing a lot of heroes in mid lane. So the straight one-on-one matchup, Lena versus whomever, isn't necessarily as Lena favored because it's Lena +1, but like Storm +1, and you don't get that one-on-one interaction.
10 seconds remaining.
Okay, that's fair. And
5 seconds
well, I'm
remaining.
kind of curious to see.
Fnatic's
This feels like
turn
it'd
to
probably
pick.
be an odd-jit Faceless Void. I guess that they could still
iG.V's
run.
turn to pick.
We'll see now, as it's a Terrorblade last pick, so it is going to instead be an Ohio Faceless Void.
Terrorblade. He seems wildly out of place again. I think Invoker doesn't look that bad here.
The other traditional counter was like a Tinker. Do you
10
like that at all?
seconds remaining.
I don't
Tinker's
think
fine too.
Cicada plays it that much, but
5 seconds remaining.
still 25 seconds, or rather 32 seconds left.
Reminds me of like the Cloud9 pick of Terrorblade. It's like not versus that much physical damage. You can get doomed. Lich Chainfrost owns you. Weaver you don't like match up that well versus even if you sunder him. You can here. But I guess he has a range, quote unquote range 1 position that can attack inside the Chronosphere, but there's plenty of others. There's like Luna and
You may now select your
Luna and
heroes.
Gyro, I think in particular, that do very well. Dumping damage inside Venomancer, inside Face of Venom, also Venomancer.
Yeah, and now with Cicada coming up, this is a lot of magical damage that can cause a lot of issues, and I don't really foresee ig.Vit having a great time. But again, I guess it all comes back to Ohio. You know, he's staying in the middle of all his team right here, looking like a badass. wants to play down some good old Chronospheres and kill some fools. What do you think? Is this going to be a strong enough draft here for them, or do you think iG.V have the edge?
They have the team fight edge. Faces Void Ults, Ancient Apparition. I think a lot of it has to do with Rubik stealing spells. And we say that a lot. It's like, okay, he theoretically should never be able to. You time walk in, you chrono, and then you immediately cast your time dilation. But as we've seen, it rarely works out in practice, and good Rubiks can steal even from good faces. If he steals Chronosphere, if he steals Ice Blast, if he steals Boat, I could see ig.Vitality having the edge, especially with Paparazzi seemingly going to be able to have.
Game number 1 ready to come underway. Of course, going to be iG.V facing off against Fnatic. We'll see if they're going to be able to make the moves that they need to take the win. Push kill. There.
I'm going all iG.V.
All right, you believe in iG.V. I'll do the
Prepare
same.
for battle.
A team that's 6-6 or 1-11. I think iG.V's lineup is slightly worse, though. A lot of it depends on how team is. In July, not as volatile as Inflame, but still has the potential and the propensity. That's okay. Get the plus 80 Devour Gold.
I remember a story from back in the day where in July was playing like a Darkseer or something.
That is one of the this is one of my most memorable Dota casting mode of In July.
You want to talk about it at all? What happened?
Oh yeah, sure. In July was Darkseer, and this was when Tree was super popular, and he would just solo zone offlaners. So he got Surge first and try to trade with the Tree,
to battle.
and then he didn't. You know, normally when you trade, you just stand there and right click.
Yeah.
He didn't do that. He surged. He kept running down, and then he went back. He's like, wait, no, I can't go. And then he's like, oh no, I can go back down. So he wasn't actually trading. He was just running back and forth. He surged himself. He just got punched by Tree 4 times.
God.
And I think he actually died because after the surge, he got leeched in and just died. Okay, so he's a level 1 Darkseer with surge that already died, and then he tried to jungle
the battle
with
begins.
the surge after that, and it was just
off. Given.
He did nothing for the first 20 minutes. I think they just lost. It was when Black was on Team CIS from China. He was dire. And I don't exactly remember who the Tree was, but he just completely made him irrelevant through the entire surge.
Well, oh how he's come from there. That's good to see. Everyone has exactly. QO gonna start it off a little bit nice here and deal a couple right clicks off of the Ember. See how well he does on this one. Looks like it's
Dire's
going to be
courier has been killed.
more damage committed in dogfights. Doing it again. This guy is always about the courier snipes. He sniped a courier in 2/3 of the games that we've casted of him so far.
Where was he?
He was here by the.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh, okay. So he's so next level that did he anticipate them actually skirting the courier to the right?
I think so.
Okay, that's just way too next level.
Well, that's what he likes to do. He did it earlier on the support Weaver that they ran, and it ended up winning in the game. That being said, it does come at the cost of, right now, Fnatic winning out in the lanes. They are kind of doing a really good job of it. 5-2 on the Lina, and out here in July trying to mess with Bebby, but they have the cold feet. They had the Torrent to connect, and in July going to be contained and most likely killed off, maybe possibly slowed. And yeah, Bebby draws first.
First blood.
Don't mess with the level 1 Terrorblade who has meta up.
He is a big bad guy. Lots of damage.
Wait, how did Doom already get boots? He has boots and port. He's actually pretty rich. I think he ate a big creep or something, and that gave him enough gold. Actually,
Okay. Respect that. Now he's
gold for my chest.
What do you think of the other game that we saw Envy play it? He took the Terrorblade, basically the 0-4-4 build.
The rune of
you know you can
illusion.
take him at level 8 because he has no Sunder. I'm not even joking.
Yeah. Do you like the reflection in this, though?
That should help.
It helped with that. I think it's particularly useful for They're heroes. You want Reflection versus heroes where the steroid is a passive that transfers to. So, example, not Gemini attack.
Right.
And Ember's right-click steroid is Sleight of Fist, which you don't get from Illusion. So, Reflection, I would not max this game. Versus heroes like Juggernaut, it's incredibly good against. You get the crit, and Juggernaut hits pretty hard. It's a little bit squishy. So, very good versus heroes like that. Very good versus heroes that have like a lot of orb effects too, like Omni Knight hitting himself with Degen Aura and Orb of Venom. So Reflection is definitely a situation. Okay.
Dire
I also
scanning.
don't think you can really go wrong with Zero 4. It helps you fuck with that.
Step lively now.
Obviously helped
Your
him out a
admiral
little
is
bit
on
there, being
board.
able to push back the rest of IGV. We did see Ingelite go for a little bit of a walk in the jungle, and he was able to pick up the Wild Wind Ripper, so the toughness aura, giving him a little bit of extra armor against this.
Denied.
Pretty frustrating.
And he's gonna have Frost Armor. Frost Armor.
World happy as a clam.
Terrorblade.
In the meantime, DJ can sit mid. He's only level 2, but can go and try and steal away a couple of the runes. Sakata is going to move in. We'll see if DJ is able to hit some type of a torrent or something. As QO is also there. They walk in the area to DD as well. They're able to take this. This is a lot of damage on the Sakata, and I do believe that he is dying.
Dies out.
Pick up for QO by DJ.
Sakata even scouted for this.
Time is money.
To see if there was anything funky going on, but you don't know if the next level is tight. Oh, there it is. But he had no.
A little bit off the mark by DJ. And Ingelai with Frost Armor. Right now he's sitting on 7 armor. He's not afraid to just run at these guys, at least a little bit.
He can run a lot of it.
Sakata. Another catch here. Going back in. Want to hit the chains. Looks to be able to do it. And QO going to drop. Dogfight's picking that one up. Top lane. Ingelai gets the cold feet proc. And the damage coming in from Ajit. Almost enough to find the kill, but it's not quite.
Is under
He's
attack.
going to pop the salve now. And DJ, they're trying to take down Super. He's trying to kill off Febby and is going to be able to make that happen. But he pies in the process.
Still pretty good. This is really. One of them is a lit. What's going on?
Burns,
Just
doesn't
looking
it?
at the Emperor and
All right, that was just silly. Yeah.
yeah, Remnant down. Back to mid. It's quite struggling.
5 minutes in, they're going to push the Lina back down to the low ground. And Terrorblade looking to start and deal some damage to the tower, but Ingelai will force it back again.
Fnatic's all about those taunts. DJ in Ohio constantly in.
Yeah, Dogfights was too, though. I think the Rubik taunt is amazing. Giddy up. Yeah.
Thanks to you.
Moving in again, Ajit pressuring. Ingelai is going to be able to be that guardian of the tower to make sure nothing goes down. It's sort of this continued one-on-one matchup, though. Paparazzi versus Ohio. It's come to the tune of 33-9 on the Weaver versus 20-3 on Ohio.
Bounty.
Illusion.
Went well there. Catch. Trouble. Get the lap as well. And they actually turned to fight this. They might be able to bring down Ajit. Does not have level 6, so there wasn't going to be a turnaround. And now DJ also in trouble. Right clicks from Dogfight. They are going to find that kill. And maybe 2 will be able to bring down Febby, but they don't have enough mana. Instead, just going to have to back out.
Doom with armor buffs. That's great. Yeah. It's ridiculous. Synergy. As a Doomy, you just want to be able to walk in. That's constantly what we been doing. He's even been like Cold Feet, Torrented, Metamorphosis, and 3 heroes with Chilling.
Bounty.
That's a lot of damage, and he absorbs all of it. No problem. Makes up for Sakata's poor landing phase.
And you see that Ingelai also is almost, there's a Satyr there if you wanted to go and pick it up in a second. So it might be worth it just to keep the Swiftness Aura. Hard to know.
It's good. The Swiftness, I would prefer the Thunderclap. 150 damage versus a weak hero like Terrorblade. Very weak to magic damage. It's
QO and DJ moving down bottom. They want to try and put the hurt into Paparazi. Does have stick charges for the time lapse, and they just walk right into him. Time lapse is away. X-Torrent is going to connect, but now Dogfights is there and is going to be able to find the stun onto Ohio, keeping him away. Weaver walks out, and even thinking about going back in. Paparazi. All right, he tested the waters, but it's a little bit too hot for him.
Faces Void wasn't close. Not scared. Good. That was some crazy movement. I didn't think he was going to be able to avoid that gig.
A golden thread. Money to burn.
Look at Super. He's just like shadowing this ig.V Terrorblade. Does have level 6 also. So if him and Sakata happen to find him in the jungle, that will be a swift pick for sure.
Dire's top tower
So
is
even
under
though Sakata
attack.
wasn't doing that well in the mid lane, death-wise, 0-2, he still has more CS. I like Dogfights. He's been exactly what you need.
Dire's middle tower is
Finding
under
that chicken
attack.
a little bit earlier. I bet that's a big part of the reason why Doom was able to get those boots early.
Oh yeah, you're right, you're right.
Speaking of Doom, that is going to be a dead Ohio, and the glue and the catalyst that makes all of this team fight work is going to be ripped asunder by In-July.
The thing about Dogfight's position here is it's extremely difficult to play a roaming support when you have a Lich, because the Lich doesn't move around with you. So you're just a solo support who has very little damage that has to try and salvage the other two lanes. And he kind of just completely ditched the cut. The one that's low and just going in between mid and, or top and bottom. And he has his arcane just because he's been in the exact right place, exact right time.
I mean, that's the thing too, is that as the game goes on, he's even going to
Dire's
become
middle
better, I would
tower
imagine,
is under
because
attack.
he can start building into survivability and mobility items also. We did see the Ember just root up QO, and even though there is the
Dire's
Blade
bottom
that can come
tower
out from
is under
QO,
attack.
he's not a very tanky guy yet. Where do you see iG.V taking this momentum? Like, are they, when they start to get those level 6s up and online, needing to make things happen early, or with all the cores that they've got, you think they're just pretty
Radiant's
happy with
middle
trading
tower
farm?
is under attack.
Yeah,
They're gonna get their items soon. They have a Veil soon on Ember Sphere, they have the Lance soon on Weaver, so this is way different than like a alternatively very common builds. BOT's first on Ember and Link is first on Weaver. This is the complete opposite in terms of when they want to fight. They want to fight 10 to 20, let's say, instead of 20 to 30. So I think they can start fighting very, very soon. If they have the Doom, he is going to have drums very soon too, so they're going to be quite strong and ready to run at Fnatic. They missed one corner. Oh man, just look at that. They brought in QO, they brought in DJ, they had Ohio already down here, and they wanted to try and find a kickoff onto the Weaver, but it's just not going to happen. And now, Dogfights has also been able to steal level 4 time walk, so that mobility is just built into his hero now. Yeah. You can even see Dragon Slave 2 from QO, and they just immediately... Him having this much farm is a big deal. Oh my goodness. And he's able to just lift up and... Oh my goodness, they kill him off. I didn't even catch that one because in the meantime, In-July was running at the top lane Lich. He doesn't have any answer. Now they're going to be able to taste down DJ as well. I think he is dead. Dogfights with the double kill on top of it, and In-July does indeed run them down up in the top lane. So, Ancient Apparition dead, Kunkka dead, QO dead. What the hell's going on? What happened with ig.V? What happened with Sakata? How do you... It's a Terrorblade. Is it between the mid T1 and T2? I'm not sure what happened there, but on the bottom lane, I did see what happened. He time walked into the Lina, dragged her into the tower. Febby needs level 6. This Doom has to be addressed, and I think the best solution is Ice Blast. And honestly, if Febby's not careful, you can just go for the ensnare and doom him. Like, I don't know what stops them from doing that, with the exception of like threat of TPs, but even that, he doesn't have enough mana. It's 300.
Okay.
Now he got 300. And he probably wants to be able to cast Scorch.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
They're bringing in the rest of their force, though. Super is there also. He's going to head away so he doesn't get the cold feet proc from him. Drops down the ward as well, and now Febby lifted up, fade bolted,
Radiant's bottom tower is under
before
attack.
he eventually falls. And what are Fnatic really going to do? They brought in DJ and ig.V to the top lane, but they can't really take this
Dire's
fight.
top tower is under attack.
Roam's ready. They're ready to fight. No bail yet. First Spirit can pop the side shot again.
Ohio is here, and he is over in the trees.
Oh my god, another
Just owning them, and now he stole boat. He's gonna be able to kill off everybody.
Top tower is under attack. Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
There is no lean and followed up.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Tower again. Dogfight. Be there to stop the push. Okay, dogfight.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Dogfight's back.
After that last game. Well, I do like the phase boost pickup on Lich. It's helped them a lot to run out of cold, which is extremely important. Just need that short boost for use.
Dire's top tower has fallen.
Paparazzi, in the meantime, he's been able to farm into a Dragonlance for himself on top of Aquila. Raindrops there as well. Could end up going down if he is not careful with positioning, but Paparazzi has been so careful.
He also has Strength Treads, Lance, Stick, Raindrops, and the Strength Talent. So with Strength Treads, he's 1500.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
She's gonna try, but it was never going to be enough. In the meantime, you can drop an X, you can place a ward. They did, I believe, scout it out as that range creep was chasing Akanta.
A golden
Maybe
thread.
not. I might not have been looking at that point, but it's the same situation we saw in the last game where iG.V just owned their jungle and now doomed. As Faceless Void tries to walk up, there's just no answer. They are getting completely
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Not exactly what you want from a Terrorblade lineup. They aren't able to even come close to Terrorblade. Even if they were, easy anti-push with Rubik, Fade Bolt, and easy defense.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Dogfight just right-click.
Dire's structures are fortified.
What with that?
Look at that. Like, how long have these heroes been down here in the
Dire's
bottom
middle
lane?
tower has fallen. Dire
Oh god,
are
they're all
scanning.
Paparazzi looking to try and take this
Dire's
fight
top
right at the
tower
start of
is
it.
under attack.
They are going to be able to get the chains onto both of them. The Remnant forward. Oh my god, Fnatic. They're getting destroyed. ig.Vitality, have mercy. I don't believe they will. Did he X himself?
Going for an outplays, man.
All right.
X marks my corpse.
Yeah, this is... They're just getting outclassed. Maybe it might be just the draft, though, too. Do you think that the draft has a lot to do with it?
Their early game, surely. I think the Doom Lich lane had to be addressed a little bit better. I don't think Terrorblade's the best solution for that. I mean, QO won his lane.
Yeah.
QO kills Sakata twice. I think DJ has a successful points, but Doom is also just running the way you really want to go on. It looks like, oh my god, and the Remnant dodged the Sundercast. What? Oh wow, he's so bold. He's going for the 60 damage. Yeah, dog fights.
Of course he is. What else would he do? He always wants to kill people himself. He is...
Yeah, they're getting certain.
Never refuse gold given.
I can't believe he all his rotations hit level 6 for that first one. Tower's still up on bottom. Yeah, it's dog fights.
Gold for my chest.
For the
QO will
dead.
have Bloodstone soon.
More fuel for my fire.
Radiant's
high level,
middle
so they
tower
can't get
is under
killed.
attack.
The problem is he's just not good at killing a very high HP hero like Doom. He doesn't have the right look.
Maybe this is the play, though. Dogfight's super. If they end up being able to... No. Oh, God, no. Don't let it happen. No. Ohio. Oh, he does get the time walk off. Okay. Now he drops the Chronosphere. It's caught on to 3. It's pretty freaking good. Boat goes down. They take down Paparazzi. They take down Dogfights. A lot of damage. In July shows up. He's going to get X'd. The counter feed is coming out right now from iG.V. They do miss the Torrent. They missed the Light Strike right, but I think it's still enough to kill off In July. Super slowed down. He actually kills off Ohio. In July does it with the passive damage, and now Ember coming back in as well. He wants to fight some more. Can they kill off that Lich? They will. That's going to probably be the extent of it. Still a great combo together for Fnatic.
Great chrono. Oof. I don't know if they got unlucky with like one of the bounces, but they just had
Dire's
not
top
enough
tower
damage
is under attack.
to be able to burst them down. In that situation, I'm not actually sure what the best like sequence of events. You actually wait until to lift them up. Like maybe if they waited like 1 second to lift them up, like as after Chain Frost hits for a little bit, they could have killed him. He was probably at about 10%.
Yeah. mean, it's always a little bit scary because if he time walks immediately, and he would know they're casting it because of that stun on cast, but that's tough. We do have another setup here. DJ as well as Febby with Torrent, Boat, as well as the Ice Blast. It might be enough to kill off this Weaver. It's also still so scary for them. Sakata
first. Oh. He can potentially make big plays. Blocking
you and I.
Blocking a Sunder.
Dire's structures are fortified.
Sunder's probably way bigger.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
That's that like sort of last result that could just turn it so intensely for Fnatic. It looks like iG.V, they're taking the safer path now. I think that part of the reason that they got caught out that much is they're getting a bit cocky about their play and punished for it. Likewise, though, Ohio is here in 15 seconds till a Chronos.
In July's means.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Still a lot of room left to grow on these iG.V heroes. I don't think that they have to push this tier 2 power bottom. Do you think you just wait for that next round of items and then maybe go for like a Roche play, or maybe pick off lineup with like the Shadow Blade that's on Doom now?
Yeah, I think you have Doom out in the forefront. The problem with them last fight is that they had
Trickster's rule of illusion.
Start off the fight. They all you want your Doom to identify the Void. The Void has a time lapse of where else he's going to get to, or you force him to Chrono. He should not perish, I think, because of the Frost armor and how farmed he is.
Fnatic, a little bit lucky there. They are still going to see Ajit though, and they can't go in for the Shadow Blade. The lift, long range. They caught him there for the moment. Damage coming out, and that will be a dead Terror Blade. That's connected onto In July, but there's no follow-up at all.
Another time like Ruben.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Better than a blink.
Yeah, it always catches them off guard because normally like you have that expectation of how far you can play forward, but thrown off by that. Well, we also see the Centaur stomp picked up by In July, so now he has a 2-second stun on top of the Doom available.
Dire's middle tower has fallen.
Time is money.
20 minutes in, 17 to 8. It's a 6,000 net worth lead, and Sakata still not quite at that Lincoln Sphere. Do you like the play of Fnatic trying to like find these pickoffs? Is there anything else that they can really be doing?
5+5. ig.Vitality are not. In July, going for the kill. Someone
time walk, the pull back in again. They'll stomp it out, and he's dead before he even wakes up from his stun. Just completely owning them.
Dire's middle
and he went
tower
drums
is
too,
under
so
attack.
he's like really tanky, 1100 HP.
and he's going to have blink.
Dire's top tower is under attack. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Ohio,
Radiant structures are fortified. Dire's top tower
Or
has
will
fallen.
they? Rubik. And is that really who they want to bet all this on? I guess he's 6-1 and 6, and they're going to solo Chrono Rubik. He will die. But I don't know. Because now you can't fight for a while. Chronosphere is on cooldown, and Paparazzi almost able to. I guess he doesn't have any catch for Ohio, but they'll keep the tower alive. I don't know. Would you Chrono that?
Might as well. What happens if you don't Chrono? Then you just give him.
Look at what Sakata can do now, though.
Fame paints the way.
Oh, Lord. On lane, did you catch out another one? So Paparazzi actually going down there. That is big.
Caught him out with the torrent. Look at the setup that they have. Just being super patient.
Radiant's bottom tower has
Pretty
fallen.
big kills. Stop the dogfight before he has. He lost 300 gold.
Never refuse gold.
Radiant's middle
So
tower
close to
is under
his,
attack.
To his Lincolns. Yeah, they got caught out by a torrent.
Regeneration.
Well, Fnatic's starting to pull things back together for themselves. And it does feel like it's at least a little bit of a change into their favor, certainly. I mean, as far as building upon that, you're going to most likely keep on going for pickoffs whenever you get an opportunity to. He actually ends up going back for the hood, DJ, trying to build defensively for the rest of his team.
Pipe's gonna go a long way. They have a lot of magic damage. Pretty much, that's not magic damage, I guess a slight, which doesn't hit very well. It also doesn't hit very well.
Kind of just like watching the map movements here. Fnatic have to stay together so much, and likewise, ig.V are doing the same thing. They tried to find somebody with a smoke kickoff.
They have 2 Shadow Bursts. I think this could be very powerful. Unless Ohio gets...
Yeah, that really hurts. He didn't have enough mana for the stomp afterwards, and actually they are going to be able to find the Doom. Ice Blast coming in as well, but can they do anything after the fact? There's a lot of damage already dealt. Doom is dead. They're able to get over there to the side, but now the Chain Frost bouncing around a little bit between DJ, between the rest of Fnatic. Febby starting to fall as well, and Dogfight's trying to deal the damage that he can. Ember thought about going in, and they do end up chronoing, catching the Lich and also catching the Rubik. This is a lot of damage. And with time dilation there, he doesn't manage to get the time walk off, so they lose Lina and AA, but get a whole lot more in return.
Their teammates just did. Good catch with the chrono, but unfortunately his team wasn't even close to it. That chain first. Wow, I think like 6 of the houses connected on zeros, if not more.
All those illusions, not super likely to happen. I mean, it still didn't end up being enough, though. So what was it, the main thing that just went wrong there? Like, just iG.Vitality fighting without the rest of his team? Or?
Yeah, his team just wasn't in position. He could have perhaps waited a tiny bit longer. The thing about Ohio, he was also running away from it, unbeknownst to iG.Vitality. But if you were further away from the shrine, maybe been a better fight. But I think he expected them to be up to T3, so he wanted to...
Like they'll be able to find that out and take it down now. Looks like Roche is the call, though. No Deso, but Paparazi does have a Lincoln Sphere. Meantime, Fnatic are going to try and split push and push down this bottom lane.
Hey, Ice Blast. Lina showed in the mid lane. She does have a Shadow Blade. They only have they should be pretty good, but no obs over there, so no idea where they are coming from. Looks like Fnatic are actually going to go the super long way around and set up for bottom for going.
Roshan has fallen
burns eternal.
Ice Blast and us, they know we're in here, but no one
Lively
is
now.
around.
Your Admiral
so
is
where
on
are
board.
they? Looks like Lich may get a free pick off here. Unless he misses the stun.
Yeah, just a little bit off the mark. So QO not able to find that kill. And another Ice Blast. Did that connect? Just a little bit off, yeah. Never expect a Lich phase. It's pitiful. Yeah. Two important situations.
Time is money.
Worth mentioning now that iG.Vitality has been able to finish off his BKB. Things will become less of an issue for him, and he's quite going to run into Ohio, who's Shadow Bladed here.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
Okay. Doom also looking for a potential pickoff with Sakata. They might run into this Faceless Void, who just right now wears off a Shadow Blade, and Sakata going to TP.
I'm still not sure if this is for Spirit. You don't farm as quickly as if you had the Maelstrom, and unless you really block like a Sunder, I would prefer. Because they need some damage to deal with the Mirror. They actually have slight damage. There's a Lincoln Sphere and Weaver, not the offensive. And Doom going for more initiation.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Well, I guess the thing
Radiant
that I'm looking at too is like, it is like these main big two heroes in Lina and Terrorblade that have a pretty substantial net worth for themselves, and actually
Radiant's
are ahead of the other cores of ig.V. Maker is really like this Rubik having a lot of farm for himself.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Other heroes from Fnatic or
Dire's bottom tower is under attack. Dire are scanning.
Sakata has ages, so he can afford to be out in front. I don't know how they're gonna be able to like get vision on the backline, so I think that's a big problem in this fight. 2 Shadow Blade heroes running around. Who's gonna spot him out? Who's gonna be able to drop boards in the form? Oh wait, himself too. Important, very important pickup right here. Or else I think Fnatic would be able to get a jump in like 3 or 4 consecutive fights, and then they buy gem and then they don't. Got it out. Ohio's like,
well, they find it there, and that might be more than enough. Oh no, he's gonna run it away! They do get the Ice Blast out onto him. That might be enough damage. And looks like he's gonna be able to live through it at least for the moment. And everybody TPing out from Fnatic, so
he also Remnant dodged the Axe.
That was pretty good. He's a pretty good player at Dota. Thankfully, they did not drop a Chronosphere for that by Ohio. I mean, I guess it's sort of questionable if it's thankfully since they didn't kill him, but they do have it now for the next round of engagements.
And the Lincolns blocked the Laguna. Oh, Paparazzi and in July run into Febby, but no
Dogfights.
Regeneration.
Well, they find the rest of them. Now Dogfights has Icy Vortex. Not the biggest skill in the world. Get movement speed from it. Let's see if he passes it right now. Yeah, it looks like he does. Not as good of an initiation as Time Walk, but yeah. Fnatic.
I also think they need Limmercade. Limmercade versus like Boat, AA, Ice Blast, Lina, Burst. Good, I would say. Pretty good.
Specifically, since they're always going to have the Chronosphere there, need to be able to have something to turn it back around. July looking for anybody, but Ohio is over here and just going to TP back before things get too scary. Diffusal Blade coming up for the Weaver now, level 18 for himself, and getting close to that next level of talents. It does feel like iG.V has kind of been pulled around the map though, and not really capable of, like, I guess keeping the lanes pushed out while simultaneously taking objectives.
It's a fair assessment. Yeah, a lot of it's because of the Shadow Blades. They don't want to split up because they have a chance to lose that way, and they also can just be so lane right now.
Looks like BKB's coming out. Gem in July pops the BKB, turns and hits it off. That's not going to be a Chronosphere there, but they do get the boat out at the very least, and damage being dealt out. In July is actually already down, so the Gem is down on the ground as well. Sakata picked up the Invis rune. He is going to be able to walk away for the moment, but want to walk in even further. Dogfights gets the lift up, stuns the Lina as well with the land of the telekinesis, but can Paparazzi live? He's going to be able to Sakuchi away. He's at very low HP and super exhausted, but Sakata doing so much damage with the Remnant forward. ig and QO, the only ones that are left alive at this point. Can they do enough? ig still has Sunder available. Dogfights is gonna die. They're making this work. Paparazzi needs to run away. Airblade, very hard to deal with, but they have found the Lina. He had the gem that he picked back up. Can they catch up QO? Can they kill him off? He does with that slight, but ig still very, very tanky, and he had already killed off the Weaver. So Sakata's going to be forced to run.
Paparazzi didn't use team.
Never refuse gold.
That's the whole fight. I don't think he expected the Terrorblade to pick up the gem. But Doom did get blown up as soon as he went into the fight. Did not have enough armor. I don't know if he had frost armor going into the fight. That was a good initiation. That's a great initiation. Doom the faces with the start of the fight, but they were right on
the classic. How many times have we seen teams like take that fight on the Shrine because it's like the perfect initiation, but then things don't quite go right?
I think even with the Shrine, if you get good chains into Chain Frost, I think it was just the Weaver was way too low the entire time. And also, they didn't have the items to clear the illusions. You need to clear those illusions ASAP. So
Is that sort of Sakata as well? Like he has the Maelstrom now, but not a ton of damage if he doesn't like fully commit remnants and everything else. Does he need to get bigger?
I think there's obviously he needs to get bigger, but I think the way they approach the fight is different too. Sakata has the bob and weave strategy with team fights. So you can just pick off people with slight changes on the sideline of the team fights, and then wait for an opportunity.
Nice pass, a little bit off the mark. See if they can still kill him off in time. Indeed, they will be able to. That is just one as well. Super in trouble. They do end up blocking the ice. It's too much damage coming out though, and that's actually going to be 40 seconds with no Lich, but more importantly, 70 seconds with no Ember Spirit. Fnatic looking to try and push for high ground.
Yeah, he did go for the 10 armor on the Ember Spirit. It's got chewed up by the tear.
Fights gets the lift. They actually find the Doom, and Ohio running in, wanting to try and mix it up a little bit, but I'm not sure if it's going to be enough there, as it does look like the Terrorblade is going to fall. ig.Vit dead. Doom saving a life yet again, and Paparazzi, does he dare walk up high ground? Still 60 seconds before Chrono, and Dogfights just runs into everybody. He finds QO in Ohio. He starts to fall. He July's dead too. Paparazzi gets bashed as he runs through, and the bolt coming out as well. Is it going to be in time? They find another bash and a kill. Fnatic somehow, some way pull it back from the jaws of defeat.
Little speeches.
Radiant's bottom tower.
That was a great initiation. 3 on 5.
Radiant structures are
That's amazing. And then they just threw it all away by running in there, and they didn't even make it up the hill before. So
I love the like jump forward into dust, and oh my god, they're all here. They're gonna pull him back again. The Chain Frost bounce in. Ohio trying to run. That was a lot of damage, but he's still not dead. And QO BKB'd. Ohio just walks away.
where'd Jim at? Oh, okay. They walk away with their spoils. T3 tower. Paparazzi, I don't think has been getting that much damage after the team fights. He is constantly getting caught up, even with these like defensive build. There's a lot of AoE spells that the Link doesn't actually help against. Lina combo, faces point Sphere, Kuka. They're hitting that a lot on a Paparazzi. He's just been dying in that 3-4 second window.
He went for a lot of the survivability talents, but not all of them. He didn't go for the 200 health, 115 agility instead.
I think it's a lot because the Link isn't actually do that much. It blocked one, like between Ember and the Weaver, I would say it blocked one Luna. Whereas like now they're having damage issues where the Weaver isn't able to kill the Terrorblade illusions and they're having
double damage
issues. Like no armor, for example. He could have had a Shiva's, let's say, instead of the Lincoln Spear on the Ember Spear. They aren't able to tank up against this
Dire are scanning.
MK farming in the jungle for quite some time. Number 1 on net worth. Go Ajit.
18,000 finally has some money after a very, I'm sure, frustrating group stage for him over the past couple of days. QO on the hunt. He likes to go far, and Sakata just barely off the mark, blocks the Laguna as well. Now without Laguna, maybe they can find another fight. The big Chronosphere, it caught the Weaver off to the side as well. Already in July is dead. Can they kill a Paparazzi in time? Time up, trying to run away. Gets the Sakuchi also out of there, but Ohio is still chasing. All the damage coming. Paparazzi in trouble. Is going to be able to run away though. They managed to make that jump. They find the catch on to Dogfights though, and managed to X Ohio to try and actually, X Dogfights and pull him back in. He time walks to the high ground. Links over to the side. Dogfights put it on a clinic, but I don't know if it's going to be enough in the end as they run him down, kill him off, and again looking to take down buildings.
Ohio with another great Spear. Gets owned at the start of the fight, and I thought that ig.Vitality would have to jump in the team fight, but now that they lost a gem a long time ago on the Duke, they're having a really tough time catching out the Spaces Void and the Lina.
Radiant's bottom shrine
just
is under
like
attack.
that was even a completely botched initiation by Fnatic.
Radiant's
Like he misses the
bottom
Light Strike
shrine
array,
has
the
fallen.
Laguna Blade hits the Lincoln Sphere, and still they dominate the fight. I don't know what more you can really do at this point.
They give way more armor. Lina went for a Deza because I don't think ig.V itemized appropriately in this situation. Well, at least they can maybe
Bounty!
Paparazzi going for a Maelstrom. Yep, he's a problem.
guy hits me really hard.
It's still no Glimmer Cape too. None of them have
Like that's the next item after 4 steps.
no Glimmer Capes and no armor items. And now you see them quickly. Oh my god, I need Shivas. In July going for Shivas. Ember Spirit going for Shivas. One of them needs AC. Usually it's Doom AC at the moment. But, or Flads. Flads is also fine too.
Yeah, I mean, they've already both bought the recipe though, so.
Yeah. It's not a big commitment to sell the recipe though. I don't know if they like. Having 2 is not that great. It is good AoE, I suppose. Maybe if you have enough AoE. If that. Ohio going for it. She's got it.
Found him. Get him. Sakata's there. The Chrono's down, and the Doom is going to come out. No way to save that Ember. The death is not an initiation. Get yourselves out of there. Guna Blade comes out as well in July, trying to run away. Is it going to happen? Got the bash onto dogfights as well. They are all falling apart. Oh god, ig.Vitality crumbling under the pressure. There's nothing left of them here. They're trying to get up to the high ground. Ohio's going to jump forward to eat the cheese. Okay, a buyback from Ember. Maybe this is the initiation that they need. They're able to catch onto Ajit Wolf before it comes out. Doom onto Lina. They've made the turnaround happen. DJ off to the east as well as Ohio to the west. They catch it, break that TP, and able to bring down that Faceless Void. Also the Kunkka going to fall. Triple kill for Paparazzi and a team wipe for iG.V.
That was so important that Ember was able to get that triple remnant burst onto the. Holy cow. If he got Sunder off, I think it might have just been game over right there. My goodness. But
so great plays all around. Especially like whoever it was to call for that, Sakata buyback.
And Doom also very careful about his BKB. He didn't panic. He didn't pop it too early. He waited until
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
Hey, they have a Glimmer Cape. I don't know if it's going to be enough to keep Debbie alive, though. Let's look to find the Ice Blast. And it looks like, for the moment, iG.V still trying to assault. Ohio jumps forward. No Chronosphere for 20. Still gets the bash onto In July. And Go taking the damage from Paparazzi. He needed those deeps, and now he's getting them. And now Ohio in trouble, going to fall as well. No buyback, 80 seconds. In July also going to die, though. Gem on the ground. Paparazzi does have space for it. Drops his boots, picks it up, runs away. And it looks like iG.V gonna back, at least for the moment, after that.
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
But we were hitting
Dyer's middle tower is under attack.
That Chain Frost is bouncing between him and DJ, and Ajit as well. Does QO get lucky? Does he actually survive that? Sakata just got destroyed! Throw to throw to throw, and now it's 110 seconds without an Ember.
From the same
Man, what's happening?
Boat save QO. He just had a lot of confusion as to how to pick up that gem. Like,
bounty!
Kind of walked up there. And they were in this really awkward position.
Clear as
saw a
clean
good
water.
point.
Dyer's middle barracks are under attack.
Picked off. It's a pretty good sign.
Fnatic certainly never fail to entertain. That is for sure. Oh, this team is great to watch.
Radiant's top shrine
push
is
without
under
Sakata?
attack.
Faces Void. Shrine still up. Can TP and provide reinforcement.
You still have the Aegis on the
Radiant's
Weaver as well.
top shrine
Paparazzi level
has fallen.
25, so that's huge talent. Looks like for
Radiant's
now,
top
Fnatic
tower
more
is
content
under
with pushing
attack.
tier 2. Trying to pressure for high ground, at least yet. Still 50 seconds.
Radiant's
They know that
top
there's no
tower
buyback
has
on
fallen.
Ember.
And now they've already taken out both shrines. But they know Ember doesn't have buyback.
Yeah.
How long does it take until the Aegis expires? 1 minute. Just a little bit after he spawns. Maybe not the best time. Fake back, smoke in. Terribly. Might be aware, maybe not. It might have looked like it just appeared out of the fog. So
Radiant's top tower is under attack.
Fnatic just looking for any opening. The Chronosphere landed at this late stage of the game could make all the difference. But with 15 seconds before Ember is up, it looks like Fnatic not going to pull the trigger. Wait for the next item. Budget has a Scotty in his backpack. Time to pull that guy out.
Who turned up the heat?
Wait, he canceled his TP though. Where is he? Oh my god, they caught QO, they doomed him. he just goes down, and the rest of Fnatic are coming in, and Ohio is the first one there. Does he end up doing it? He doesn't even throw out the Chronosphere. He can't find anybody. Damage is coming in. QO is back up. DJ trying to stay alive here as well. They have the boat on top of all of them. July needing to run away now. On the super, they've been able to at least pull back and kill that Lich. Also, the Rubik's starting to fall down low, and he is going to die as well. Up here in the north, the rest of ig.V in trouble in July, going to be brought down as well. So 3 dead for ig.V, and they chrono the Ember as well. They caught him. They know that this is going to be no buyback, and he doesn't have a way out of here, I do not believe. Trying to Remnant, trying to juke, trying to jive. But that is 4 dead, and Weaver's going to push, but I think Fnatic are going to push harder.
Are they going to get there before this is... They are good. Wow, Ember Spirit still does not have his Shivas.
I mean, he had to buy back too. It's like, ugh.
Yeah. Died, buy back, died.
A golden thread.
Die. Poor Sakata. He can feel for the guy for sure. So buyback status, the only heroes in the game with it right now is Weaver and the Terrorblade. They have great outpush and outspam on ig.V. They might even need to think about like throwing the Chain Frost just to keep them on the towers. In Ohio, 40 seconds before Chrono.
Frost armor is good enough.
Third 70-minute plus game of the day.
Well on our way.
Wow. Well, let's take a look at some more of these talents. We do have the 120 GPM on the Kunkka, which is quite good. Are there any other GPM talents that are really important to keep an eye on? I guess the Devour bonus gold.
AA has one. Rubik has one damage. I'll be regretting it now.
Yeah. Let's see. Lena, no. None of these other guys. So I guess probably just the AA and the Kunkka are the big ones. Oh, and Chrono, of course. Faceless Void, he does as well.
The thing about Chrono is that he can't actually take it. Doom's supposed to be the tankiest person, but he dies in AA blast. Ember Spirit does not have enough. So does not have the total. Dies pretty
Radiant
easily.
are scanning.
Scanning Roche, still 15 seconds before it's possible for them to come back. And now the lane push with a QO, X-Mark, and TP. Travel. All together, Ohio, he catches onto 2. Oh no, and Lich actually walked into the Chrono. They are both gone. And another 100 seconds without the Ember. He's been dead more than he's been alive the last 7 minutes of this game, it feels like. Wow. Ohio. Damn.
Radiant's top tower is under attack. Radiant's top tower is
showing up.
Radiant's top barracks.
Ajit actually had a...
Radiant's top barracks has
They
fallen.
created space for him.
Radiant structures are fortified.
Now he's huge. I think he has 50 kills. The majority of the damage is the
Radiant's
mid-team,
middle
right?
tower is under
Shadow
attack.
Blades.
Radiant's middle tower has fallen.
Well, I really
Radiant's
do
middle
dislike these
barracks
two.
has fallen. Radiant's middle
They like
barracks
a lot of
has
damage.
fallen.
July goes in to try and find that kill, and it's just not going to happen. The BKB came out from Paparazi, but look at the damage. He just, even through the BKB, can't stand up to it. And all of the barracks now down. Mega Creep's online. Terrorblade does not care about being doomed. They are hitting tier 4s. Fnatic feeling good because they're able to pull together potentially at least one game out of this best of 2 series. Stealing time walk, Ohio walks forward again, time dilation, Paparazzi gets Laguna, right clicks there, time lapse back, making whatever space he can. Might not be enough in the end as they will finally track him down, take him off, buy back again from the Weaver, whatever he can to keep them off of their tail, but QO with the eyes on the prize, focus on the Ancient, finally take it down, Fnatic take game number 1.
ig.Vitality, little flubs in the mid game, losing the gem, fighting on the shrine. Absolutely. Ohio,